as India's self-help group movement grew in the late 1990s, a crucial question emerged. How could these institutions remain strong, sustainable, and truly owned by the communities they served? Driven by this vision, development practitioners, bankers, policymakers, and civil society leaders came together with a shared belief that communities needed strong, self-reliant institutions. On 14th June 2001, APMAS was established, not to replace communities, but to strengthen them. Its vision is to build self-reliant democratic institutions that create resilient families and sustainable livelihoods. By promoting SHG federations, farmer producer organizations, and women-led leadership, APMAS aims to enhance incomes, strengthen local economies, and empower communities to lead their own development.
The evolution of APMAS over the past 25 years is very much driven by the demands from the communities, the demands from the context that we have been working. The very birth of APMAS in the year 2001, 25 years ago, was to see how we can improve the quality and sustainability of the women self-help groups and their federations. So that really became a strong engagement for us in the first 5 years, where we trained government officials, NGOs, bankers on how to develop strong, vibrant, sustainable self-help groups.
First decision to set up an institution like APMAS was taken. I was working in the district of Chittoor, and the team took lots of inputs from me on how an organization should be created, what support should it give to grassroots organizations, and then of course I became a part of the board. Many programs were implemented during these last 25 years, important SHG programs, FPO programs, and I feel very happy that the organization has become a kind of a role model organization.
The organization promotes self-reliance, enabling communities to build and manage their own institutions with confidence. It is committed to quality, continuous learning, innovation, transparency, and accountability, ensuring every initiative creates lasting impact.
Next 5 years, it was focused on the federations of the self-help groups, whether they are called village organizations, cluster level federations, or the district level federations. So how the federations of self-help groups take responsibility for the well-being, for the functioning, for the sustainability of the self-help groups. That became our engagement. We developed rating tools, accounting, bookkeeping systems. We developed even financial linkages for the federations that then can provide on-lending services to the self-help groups.
From 2000 to 2010. So during that time, APMAS was involved in several ways, especially in strategic discussions, because SERP was also evolving in its mission for organizing all women in Andhra Pradesh, the erstwhile undivided Andhra Pradesh. So there were a lot of uncharted areas, especially around institution building, around the financial pathways for accessing credit, what's the role of federations in financial intermediation. So there are many strategic issues where APMAS was involved. In many cases, we asked them to do some action research to tell us what would be a good pathway, and also given their research, would also give us examples from other states. I think from 2010 to 2015, when I was in NRLM, in the Ministry of Rural Development, taking the SHG program to the whole country, I remember several discussions with APMAS, involvement of APMAS in many consultations that we had in the ministry with other expert organizations and also with the states.
By championing gender equality, social inclusion, participation, and democratic decision making, APMAS empowers people to become active partners in their own development.
As APMAS marks this important milestone, Today, we as DJV would like to express our heartfelt congratulations and our sincere appreciation to all the many dedicated colleagues with whom we had the privilege to work closely during more than 18 years of joint partnership. What makes this journey particularly remarkable is that APMAS has consistently combined cooperative grassroots realities with institutional development, good governance, and long-term sustainability. It has been truly inspiring to witness how APMAS has strengthened women, small-scale farmers, and local communities through its unwavering commitment to participation, ownership, and sustainable cooperative development.
APMAS డైరెక్ట్గా ఒక 4 లక్షల మందిని ట్రైనింగ్ చేయడం అన్నది జరిగింది. వీళ్ళు మళ్ళీ వెళ్ళి ఫీల్డ్లోని చాలా ట్రైనింగ్లు చేయడం అనేది జరిగింది. APMAS కుటుంబంలో ఒక వ్యక్తిగా మంచి అనుభవాలు అనేవి రావడం జరిగింది. ముఖ్యంగా APMAS కెపాసిటీ బిల్డింగ్లో పాటుగా ఏవైతే పబ్లికేషన్స్ అన్నీ తీసుకుని రావడము, తర్వాత నేషనల్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ ట్రైనింగ్స్, స్టేట్ లెవెల్ ట్రైనింగ్స్, CRPలను తయారు చేయడము, ఇట్లాంటి వాటిల్లో నేను ముఖ్య భాగస్వామిని అవ్వడము నా అదృష్టం.
Almost 10 years after the birth of APMAS, we began working on natural resource management through the watershed implementation. There, the need for collectivization of farmers into farmer producer organizations emerged. We've been engaged in promoting the FPOs, 60,000 of them across the country. APMAS approach to promoting farmer producer organizations, capacity building, training, developing them as sustainable business organizations was somewhat unique because we came from that experience of working with self-help groups and federations based on the cooperative values and principles.
APMAS ఒక విశిష్టమైనటువంటి సంస్థ. ఈ సంస్థలో పనిచేస్తున్నటువంటి బోర్డ్ ఆఫ్ డైరెక్టర్స్ చాలామంది మంచి ఆశయాలు ఉన్నటువంటి మనుషులు.
Women have always been farmers, but they don't make decisions much on the farm themselves. So now that APMAS has taken that up, it's their latest thing. But it's a more difficult frontier really to...
And it has always had women in its center of its focus, and the purpose for which APMAS has started is always, a focus and, they're trying to support women in various walks of life.
While APMAS had been working with women groups, it very smoothly transited into working with farmer collectives, and it played a very great role in terms of developing both in the states of Bihar, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. And then the work that really proves that they work in the other livelihood areas also of healthcare, water and other ecosystems, so that as an organization, it is working towards providing or improving the livelihoods for many across the various sectors.
I am extremely happy to note that APMAS has rendered yeoman service to the sectors for which it has been established. We have worked with APMAS in producing good reports on various subjects and also in conducting quite a lot of capacity building programs to build a kind of a resilience to both self-help groups and also the FPOs.
APMAS has promoted around 240 FPOs across 3 states of AP, Telangana and Bihar, and currently continuing its work with another 85 FPOs. 35 FPOs are being supported as a part of FPO acceleration program. Our intention is to develop all these 35 FPOs into thriving business organizations with key focus on 5 thematic areas, which include governance, institution, business linkages, credit linkages, statutory requirements, and technology.
When I was Yadadri collector and during COVID, it was the farmers, the FPOs, which was facilitated by several NGOs under APMAS aegis that, came to the rescue of all the people there in terms of marketing. The women FPOs, they did wonderful work.
By strengthening of SHGs, the total
supported around 4.7 lakh families. No? They have supported in both Andhra Pradesh and Telangana through formation and strengthening of SHGs, SHG federations and FPOs.
They have their role very active across the nation, and also they have gone international. And this definitely wouldn't have been possible or recognized unless and until they proved their speciality or their interventions in the field. And in the last few years, I have seen the engagement across the country by APMAS by way of having all India events, felicitating the SHG groups and the federations.
When I was MD MEPMA, Mission for Elimination of Poverty in Municipal Areas, and we had collaboration with APMAS and Mr. C.S. Reddy and his colleagues, an entire team was associated with MEPMA, and they contributed a lot in terms of identifying the gaps in urban poverty and strategizing the policy, and then in capacity building and in converging various institutions like bank and municipal bodies and NGOs, and in formation of civil society organization.
శిక్షణలు క్షేత్ర సందర్శనలు చేస్తూ మాడ్యూల్ డెవలప్ చేసుకుంటూ స్వయం నియంత్రణ ఉద్యమ కార్యక్రమాలను ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్తూ సంస్థలు, రైతు సంస్థలు, మహిళా సంఘాలు వారి కార్యక్రమాలు వాళ్ళే నిర్వహించుకునేలాగా చేయడం జరిగింది.
వ్యవసాయం, రైతులతో పనిచేయడం, శిక్షణలు ఇవ్వడం, నా ప్రవృత్తికి సరిపోయే విధంగా పనిచేయడం చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది.
As new challenges emerged, APMAS evolved its mission to address climate resilience and sustainable development through partnerships with Bread for the World, ZIZ, AEIN Luxembourg, and Ajim Premji Foundation through initiatives such as G4, the Green Innovation Center, Ajiva, Climate Smart Villages, Padi Pantalu, and the Rayalaseema Water Initiative. APMAS advanced from sustainable agriculture to climate smart and regenerative agriculture, empowering thousands of farming households to build resilient livelihoods.
In today's development context, addressing the climate change is very, very important. Due to change in the climate, both the urban and rural communities are facing a lot of challenges and risks, and they need to cope up with the risks. And particularly in rural areas, unless we work with the farmers, particularly small marginal farmers and women farmers, they will not be able to cope up with the risks due to climate change. So realizing this emerging requirement, need, APMAS has started working with the small and marginal farmers, the most vulnerable farmers in Sathya Sai district for the last 7 years, and it is towards making the villages climate smart. That means if the village is going to be a climate smart village, then we need to work with the institutions in the villages as well, not just with the farmers. What are the institutions in the village? There is a Gram Panchayat, there is women's SHG federations, and there are FPOs. So we worked with these institutions, created awareness, and empowered them to realize the importance of climate resilient practices to be adopted in the village overall.
ఈ క్లైమేట్ స్మార్ట్ విలేజ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ అనేది సత్యసాయి జిల్లాలో నల్లమాడ, గుడిబండ 2 మండలాల్లో కూడా ఈ యొక్క కార్యక్రమాన్ని అమలు చేయడం స్టార్ట్ అయింది. సో ఇందులో భాగంగా ముఖ్యంగా నల్లమాడలో ఒక 4 గ్రామాలు, అదేవిధంగా గుడిబండలో 6 గ్రామాల్లో పనిచేయడం స్టార్ట్ చేసినాం 2019లో. 2019 నుంచి 2022 వరకు ఫస్ట్ ఫేజ్ అనేదానికి కార్యక్రమం చేశాము. సో అందులో భాగంగా చాలామంది కార్యక్రమాల్లో చాలామంది రైతుల్ని దీంట్లో భాగస్వాములు చేయడం జరిగింది. సో దానికి అనుగుణంగా కూడా 2022 ఏప్రిల్ నుంచి 2026 వరకు కూడా ఈ యొక్క కార్యక్రమాన్ని ఫేజ్ 2 కార్యక్రమాన్ని తీసుకురావడం జరిగింది.
I have been associated with this climate smart village level project of APMAS. We had a chance to visit all the villages, about 10 villages, where we could see the interventions in terms of crop diversification, number one, very appropriate and very successfully adopted by the farmers. And also they call 5-layer model, where they grow, perennial trees, then shrubs, and then vegetable crops and all, so that there is a year-round income for the farmers. And they also introduced a lot of natural farming principles, the cow-based Jeevamrutam, etc. And use of very efficient use of cow dung, preparing the manures, concoctions from the herbal plant, locally available plants. So all that they were able to, and also composting systems, where the farm residues were recycled. Absolutely very positive thing I observed is they completely stopped crop residue burning in all the villages where they are working, which is very positive for climate smart agriculture.
Rayalaseema Water Initiative is a much thoughtful initiative from the Jim Premji Foundation. We are working with 6,000 small and marginal farmers here, of which nearly 1,000 are completely rain-fed farmers. And we are focusing on providing crop water security for the rain-fed farmers so that they'll be able to reap at least one crop during the monsoon season. And irrigated farmers, nearly 5,000 of them, should be able to harvest 2 seasons of crop, both in the monsoon season and in the Rabi season.
రాయలసీమ వాటర్ ఇనిషియేటివ్ అన్నమయ్య జిల్లాలో కురబలకోట, మదనపల్లి మండలాల్లో 139 గ్రామాల్లో పనిచేస్తున్నాము. ఇప్పటి వరకు ప్రకృతి వ్యవసాయ సూత్రాలను 1,200 మంది కుటుంబాలతో పనిచేస్తున్నాము. దీంతో రైతులకి పంటల్లో ఖర్చు తగ్గించడమే కాకుండా ఆరోగ్యాన్ని ఇచ్చే దిశగా మేము ప్రయాణం చేస్తున్నాము.
Beyond agriculture, APMAS expanded its impact through water, sanitation, nutrition, women entrepreneurship and skill development. It facilitated over 2.4 lakh wash loans, mobilizing more than rupees 315 crore, earning Sadan awards for 3 consecutive years.
Through the journey, I have had the opportunity to work with several departments, stakeholders such as health department, women and child welfare, UCD, school education, and community leaders and the families.
Today, through the P40 Poverty Initiative of the Government of Andhra Pradesh, APMAS is working with Bangaru Kutumbams, integrating livelihoods, education, health, skills and social entitlements with one clear vision, ensuring that no family is left behind.
I work with the social development projects in APMAS. I work with 3 projects. Project P4, Public-Private People's Partnership. It works with the poorest of the poor families for the holistic development of the families. And the Urban Nutrition Project works with the maternal and child nutrition in urban slums of Hyderabad. And WASH project work with the SHGs to promote water sanitation and hygiene.
P4 దీని ముఖ్య ఉద్దేశం ఏమిటి, జీరో పావర్టీ తీసుకురావాలి మన ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్లో అనేది ప్రభుత్వం యొక్క దీని ముఖ్య లక్ష్యము. దీనికి కొంతమంది మన రామకుప్పం మండలంలో 1,507 నిరుపేద కుటుంబాలు ఉన్నాయని గవర్నమెంట్ గుర్తించింది. వాళ్ళే ఆ పేద కుటుంబాలని బంగారు కుటుంబాలని కూడా అంటూ ఉన్నారు. అంటే వీరు పేద కుటుంబాలు కాకుండా బంగారు కుటుంబాలలాగా తయారు చేయాలనేది వీళ్ళకి ప్రభుత్వ ఉద్దేశం అన్నమాట. దీంట్లో ఈ బంగారు కుటుంబాలని పైకి తీసుకురావడానికి కొంతమంది మార్గదర్శకుల్ని ఎన్నుకున్నారనమాట. ఈ మార్గదర్శకులు సపోర్ట్ చేసి ఈ బంగారు కుటుంబాలని పైకి తీసుకుని రావాలనే ఉద్దేశం అనమాట ఈ ప్రాజెక్ట్ యొక్క ఉద్దేశము. కాకపోతే మన రామకుప్పం మండలంలో 1,507 కుటుంబాలను పైకి తీసుకురావడానికి మార్గదర్శిగా మెగా ఇంజనీరింగ్ అండ్ ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ లిమిటెడ్ అనేసి ఒక కంపెనీ వాళ్ళు ముందుకు రావడం జరిగింది. వాళ్ళే మన రామకుప్పం మండలం P4కి మార్గదర్శి.
3 సంవత్సరాల క్రితం నేను డ్రైవింగ్ జాబ్ చేసుకుంటూ ఉండేవాడిని. అప్పుడు యాక్సిడెంట్ జరిగినందువల్ల కాలు ఫ్రాక్చర్ అయ్యి ఏం పనికి వెళ్ళలేని పరిస్థితిలో ఉన్నప్పుడు P4 సంస్థ ద్వారా చిల్లర దుకాణం పెట్టుకోమన్నారు. అప్పటి నుండి నా కాళ్ళ మీద నేను నిలబడి నా సంపాదన నేను సంపాదించుకుంటున్నాను.
బంగారు కుటుంబంలో సెలక్షన్ అయిన దానికి చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఉంది. గొర్రెలు మేడమ్మలు పుట్టించినాక నాకే ఇప్పుడు సంతోషంగా ఉంది. నాకు
The impact of APMAS can be seen in the numbers. strengthened more than 30,500 SSGs, supported more than 1,600 federations, promoted 87 FPOs. APMAS reached more than 1.2 lakh farmers. APMAS facilitated more than 2.4 lakh wash loans. Thousands of women entrepreneurs, youth and community leaders empowered. But the true legacy of APMAS cannot be measured in the numbers alone. It lives in the confidence of women, the resilience of farmers, the strength of institutions, and the communities that continue to shape their own futures. The future of APMAS is built on a simple belief that empowered communities create lasting change. As a trusted partner to governments, donors, corporates, NGOs, and institutions, APMAS will continue strengthening communities through capacity building, mentoring, innovation, and knowledge sharing. With a continued focus on health, education, nutrition, water, sanitation, and social inclusion, APMAS remains committed to building strong institutions, resilient communities, and a future where every family has the opportunity to thrive.